That should do it, lad. Our brand new Infini flavour ice cream maker's ready for business. Patent pending, of course. Its infrared taste analyzer can sample any flavour and turn it into a delicious ice cream. What do you say, Gromit? Fancy pushing the button on our inaugural batch? Wensleydale cream, anyone? Look at it churn, lad. Just in time to be road tested in front of paying customers at the fair this weekend. And all in a good cause, Miss Flit says it's to raise money to rebuild the dog shelter. The poor pups have been homeless for too long. Imagine if you had no place to call home, sweet kennel, Gromit. Must be the breeze. Miss Flit says the strays have been making mischief all over town. On Tuesday, Mrs. Gabberly's shop was terrorised by a gang of terriers. No doubt they'll come to heel once they've a proper roof over their heads. I'm sure everyone will give generously at the fair to build them a new home. I can't be the only dog lover in town. Laura, Gromit, wild dogs, stray scoundrels, mangy good-for-nothing mongrels mangling me machine. They must be some of the escapees. Oh no, me crank, me lever, the flavour engraver, the brains of our custom flavour scanner, lad. It's been scrambled. The four-legged fiends. I'm sorry, lad, but this is some serious damage. I suppose it's nothing that can't be fixed. I'll tinker with the flavour engraver if you track down our filched crank and our lifted lever. And this cute one's going to need to be calmed down as well. Mind you, it'll take a month of ice cream sundaes to put things right if I can't patch things up. You've got to get them in order if we're going to have the Infini flavour ready for the fair this weekend. Come on, lad, you're a dog. You can reason with them. All that hard work fouled up by a few rogue whippets. Careful, Gromit. The Infini flavour motor is volatile without its crank. We're going to have to calm that one down if we're ever going to roll this machine out of here. Your old toy certainly did the trick, didn't it, lad? Oh my, you used to be so attached to it. Took quite a spell to wean you off it, in fact. Now we can focus on getting this machine up and running. He swiped it again. Careful, Gromit. The Infini flavour motor is volatile without its crank. Not quite done painting the sign yet, Gromit. That's a nice shade of blue, though, wouldn't you say?
You little terror! Did you let the dogs out? This mangy whippet is ravaging my roses. Came hurtling out of your master's house with some sort of bone in its mouth. Feeding the strays really is the last straw. Now he's gone underground and Lord knows what he's doing to my roots. And where's Wallace when I need him? Are there no real men left in this world to protect a woman's property? Don't just stand there. Do something. You're a dog. Can't you reason with him? That's where the dastardly digger went underground. Look at my petunias. Pulverized.
Morning, Private. At ease, Private, at ease. I'm sure by now you've received intelligence about the morale-raising ops this weekend. Should be a jolly old time, like when Ensa used to come and rouse the troops, reminded the squaddies what they were fighting for. I remember being stationed in Algeria, and the association organized a whole day of fanfare. Unbelievable! There was Fatima the snake charmer, the ever-popular monkey toss competition, even a couscous eating contest. Which reminds me, I expect you to be at the fair when I display my digestive prowess. The pie-eating contest, Private. You must have seen the sign-up sheet in town. Nobody'll challenge the great Major, though. I shall be uncontested. They don't call me Cool Hand Crumb for nothing, you know. I do say, Private, after a life lived in the trenches, it is a pleasure to sit down and enjoy a few handfuls of such decadent biscuits. Came across a case of these irresistible devils in my cellar, and have been eating them ever since, and with a metabolism like mine, I have no intention of stopping either. Oh, tremendous flavor. Those are my biscuits, Private, and very delicious they are, too. Can't share them with you, though. For optimal nutritional efficiency, today's soldiers must stick to their rations. So, no bicky wickies for you, I'm afraid. Oh, tremendous flavor.
Hello, Gromit lad. How's Mr. Wallace? Have you heard about the fundraiser? I've never been to a proper town fair before.
Oh, morning, pet. Out for walkies. Certainly a grand day for it. Anything I can do for you? Town's abuzz with the fundraiser this weekend, isn't it? About time somebody did something to build a new dog shelter. Ooh, I've had run-ins with all sorts of strays of late. Terriers, spaniels, mutts, even an Irish wolfhound. Should have seen the size of him when he went for me pork scratchings on top shelf. Sent me tumbling backwards and brought me awning crashing down. Ooh, I gave him what for, and no mistake.
You mean you opened your gob and poor brute took fright?
Ooh, mind your business and quit interrupting. This is why you haven't got any friends and spend all day talking to the birds.
I'm just in need of some intelligent company.
Anyway, it's high time town got together to put the shelter back up. Wouldn't you say, Chuck? What you got there, Chuck? A pie-eating contest. Well, isn't that festive? Me? Oh, I don't know about that. I do love the odd meat pie, but a scoffing contest, that wouldn't be ladylike, would it?
You've trouble enough appearing ladylike without me buying your gob.
Oh, do I? Tell that to Postman. He seemed quite taken with me this morning.
It's only 'cause he's got an eye defect.
Oh, shut up, you curmudgeonly codger. You know what, Chuck? I will sign up for the contest. I think it's a splendid idea, and I plan on winning in a most ladylike fashion, naturally. Let's see. Oh, just me and the Major, is it? He's no match for Winnie Gabberley. There you go, Gromit. I expect you to attend my victory party.
Looking forward to this weekend's fair. Should be a riot, and all for a good cause to boot. Ah, Winnie versus the Major, eh? Should be a sight to see.
Ah, yes, the pie-eating contest. Nobody's signed up yet to take on the mighty Major Crumb. Pity. I'd love to meet another man, toe to toe on the field of battle, mano a mano, feasting to the death until the best man wins. Edwina? She thinks she can out-eat the likes of me? Oh, that's a good one, Private. I'd love to see her staring down the barrel of a ketchup bottle. There's just no way she can win. Impossible. She could never. These blinking biscuits, I've been munching on them all day. They're going to fill me up. Private, attention! Get rid of these vile things. I've got to prepare for battle. My guts must be ready for all the pie I can throw at them if I'm going to crush that woman. She's challenged the wrong man. Battle stations!
Back, are you? I hope you've a plan to get your little friend out of my garden. Hoogie Woo and Tinky Wee may have their mischievous moments, but they knew better than to rummage in my roses. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a man of action around here. You did it! Thank goodness! You've rid my garden of the nasty little rascal, and with little damage. Now be sure it never happens again. I don't want to see any more of your canine companions on my property. Do you understand?
I suppose that lever does look a bit like an old bone, doesn't it? No wonder the crafty canine went and buried it. Give a dog a bone and into the ground it goes. It's their nature. Oh no. Did our fastening nut go missing? It holds the lever in place. It's a critical part of the apparatus, Gromit. Oh, this is no good, lad. That was my last number 12. What rotten luck. Look at that! He found our nut! Fantastic, Gromit! Perhaps I was a bit hard on him before. I didn't know the little one had a penchant for tinkering. Oh, he's just afraid. Heavens above, he's a positively petrified pooch. Poor little lad. We ought to call him Twitch. And there we have it, lad. Uncrossed a few crossed wires and our flavour engraver is as good as new. Now we ought to be back in business. Up we go, lads. Nothing can stop our infini flavour ice cream from taking off now. Bit late for the post, eh? Oh, hello there. Can I help you?
Oh, good heavens, no. The question is rather, how can I help you? Name's Muzzle. Monty Muzzle. Philatelist, philosopher, philanthropist, and purveyor of fairground amusement. I hope by now you've heard about Monty Muzzle's Save the Dogs fundraiser fair to be held this weekend.
Oh, yes, we have. Gromit and I were just...
Oh, glad to hear it. I was deeply saddened to hear of your recent tragedy, and I'm making it my duty, as a dedicated and devoted dog lover, to help you all raise the necessary funds to repair your canine shelter. Imagine all those precious animals out on the streets.
A tragedy. What a shame for all those dogs. But Gromit and I might have the perfect contribution for the fair. We were just putting the finishing touches on our patent-pending Infini Flavour ice cream machine.
Ice cream, you say? Ooh, who doesn't love ice cream? The creamy coldness, the satisfying sweetness, the profit margins.
And our machine has custom flavour technology. Its flavour scanner extracts taste molecules from any sample provided. We're able to make limitless varieties to suit any customer.
My, that does sound impressive. Oh, Bayek, Mr. Walrus. I know a good money-making opportunity when I smell it. What do you say to this? With my financial firepower and your unique ice cream maker, we could put an Infini Flavour retail outlet on every beachfront from Blackpool to Bognor Regis. The world will be your Knickerbocker glory.
Franchising. Do you hear that, lad? We could be ice cream barons.
If you bring your invention to the fair and manage to make a hefty contribution for this most needed, dog shelter.
It's a deal. Gromit and I couldn't be more excited. Oh, our in-house creamery assures us peak freshness. Speaking of the dogs, Gromit and I have come across 3 little lads who need new lodgings.
Well, look at that. Aren't they the most precious things you've ever seen? My charity begins now, and I've got the perfect home for them. Yes, quick-looking devils, too. Well, I won't take up any more of your time, Mr. Willard. Walkies. Come on, you. Your new home awaits.
Off they go, lad. Say goodbye.
Be seeing you and your contraption at the fair, Mr. Wallace, and be sure to bring your wallet. Roll up, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Monty Muzzle's fundraise affair. It fair warms my heart to see so many charitable souls here today. So let me warm yours by selling you a handful of tickets, available for a nominal fee, the proceeds of which will put a smile on the face of a homeless and abandoned puppy. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, them tickets is good for every attraction. You can fry your favorite food, take on a chicken in a game of wits, or ride the mighty muzzler. Every penny goes to charity, every ticket, in short, will wag a tail.
I say, Gromit, isn't this a thrill? And such a noble cause, rebuilding a shelter for your canine companions. Oh, your new chum must have dropped his toy in excitement. I bet the little fella's having a grand day out. Probably never been to a fair before. Hey, that must be the remains of one of the flies that was blowing around this morning. Can't abide litter, so I tore it up and offered it as slips of paper to the punters. Here are some tickets, lad. Go and find your friends and have some fun. Ho, ho, ho.
Have a pie to enter, do you? Give it here, and I'll get to it in due time. Quite the turnout of entries I've got. Bound to find a master of ceremonies in here somewhere. Strawberry rhubarb with cream. Not a terrible texture, but a horrendous pie. Oh, look, strawberry rhubarb reminds me of me Auntie Mildred. What an horrible old shrew she was, always force-feeding me with her horrid confectionery disasters. Oh, good heavens, what rotten memories. This is coming along nicely. Much more than I had anticipated from a bunch of provincial paupers. Oh, those dogs will be saved in no time. I doubt you're making a direct charitable deposit, so why don't you go and nose about elsewhere? Now, where was I with this filth?
What a man! Selfless, heroic, charitable. Hello, Gromit. Enjoying the fair? Must be easy to enjoy such simple pleasures when you're a dog, not knowing the pain of unrequited love. You just wander through life, sniffing and scratching your way to happiness, while I must endure the loneliness of living without a man worthy of my hand. Oh, but then there is Mr. Muzzle, raising all of those funds for our poor, homeless pups. I've never seen such altruism in all my years. He may be of meagre means himself, but he's rich in other ways. Oh, and what a handsome partner he'd make! Certainly compared to the rest of the town's buffoons. Are there no real men here worthy of the name? I want someone strong, brilliant and brave to lavish me with praise. For instance, I had my hair done this morning, and did anyone notice? Not one of them. I'm sure Mr. Muzzle would have, had he not been so busy. But what does a woman have to do to attract attention?
$114, $115, $116. Let's see. Count this row across. Assume that the jar is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't be certain. 194, 195, 190.
Oh, bother, I've lost count now. Hello, Gromit. I'm sorry, I'm just ever so keen to win the grand prize. Only I'm very skilled at counting produce in this shop, so I reckon this booth is my best chance of success. I've entered 12 guesses already, and I know it's for charity and all, but these tickets don't come cheap. I'm back to counting, if you don't mind. I wonder what fantastic treasure awaits the person who nails this guess spot on. Wahey! Just like me days in the RAF. Biggest thrill I've had in years!
Wisdom from the other side.
Just can't I find the right bloomin' words? I've been writing down line after line to try to finish my poem. Luckily, your owner had this useless bit of onion skin where I could gather my thoughts. One stroke of brilliance is all it will take to transform her into a hen's loving honey.
Imagine your life with less strife.
All right, yeah, crate of clairvoyant codfish. Let's see what you have to say. Cravens, what a bunch of rubbish. Let's see if this fortune's got anything useful for my poem. Your hair could be mistaken for pirate's gold. That's no half bad, that is. Might just work. I'm a blinking genius, I am! No need for these rotten lines! I've got a perfect one right here! Hello there, Felicity!
Oh, hello, Duncan.
You look ravishing today.
Why, thank you, Duncan.
In fact, I've written you a poem in honour of your astounding beauty.
What? You've written a poem?
Every last word.
Really? Well, let's hear it then.
Dearest Felicity, your eyes are as deep as the murkiest loch. Your teeth are as straight as Blackpool rock. Your haunches are sturdy, your bearing is bold, and your hair could be mistaken for pirate's gold.
I don't know what to say.
Brilliant, eh?
You noticed my hair.
I did.
Oh, Duncan, who could have guessed you're so sensitive and attentive to detail?
Aye. My rugged Highland handsomeness may fool some, but inside I'm nothing more than a caring and loving lamb. Come here, my little sugar plum fairy.
A caring and loving lamb that's been rolling around in the barnyard too long, if my nose isn't mistaken.
Oh, that's just my unique musk. Let's go down and stare longingly into each other's eyes.
Do you fancy a cone, Gromit? Isn't a fair grand, Gromit? Mr. Muzzle's put on quite a show, and the Infini flavor's a real crowd pleaser. We're gonna get that dog shelter rebuilt in no time. Make whatever you like, lad.
Hey there, you meddling mutt. What are you doing up on my stage? Get down at once. I'm the only one allowed up on stage. The only other person allowed to disport themselves on my stage is the Master of Ceremonies of the Grand Pie-Eating Contest. And somehow I don't think with your limited canine brain you'll be able to create a pie deliciously mouth-watering enough to win the bake-off and receive that honour. So if you don't mind, sling your blinking hook. Me and the Master of Ceremonies, i.e., not you, big ears.
There you are, you Gucci goose, you! Ah, the missus says I need more mates, does she? Well, I've got the birds in the sky and bugs on the sill to keep me company. You won't find me making up numbers at some flipping fair.
Good, because you're not invited.
Here, birdie, come to Papa Gabberly. Go, go.
Chuck. Looks like the fair's in full swing. I'll be popping over later to take part in the big contest. I'll have the Major quaking in his boots, I will.
I don't think that would taste very good, would it, lad? I mean, fish-flavoured ice cream? Who ever heard of such a thing? Unless you, haven't made a new feline friend, have you, perchance? Oh, well, yes, then. One fish-flavoured ice cream coming up. Step to it, lad.
This looks a bit different. A familiar flaky crust. My, oh, could it be? Oh, oh yes, this is more like it. What a belter this one is. Oh, a crisp outside with a warm potatoey inside. Oh, this takes me back to my days as a boy. But it's still missing something. Some key flavour from it past. Now, still, I'll hold on to your entry as provisional for now. If you think of something to give it that definitive je ne sais what, come back and I'll consider it. Till then, the competition's still open. A new addition to your shocking previous entry. I have no doubt that you almost certainly cheated, but without actual proof. I'll have to let that pass. Let's see how you did. Why, this is, yes, resplendent. I've never tasted a pie quite like this. A savoury crust, enhanced by a one-of-a-kind flavour, if I am not mistaken, of lightly battered cod. Oh, yes. Your entry triggers deep and happy memories. Oh, I can see myself as a slip of a lad behind the counter in my mother's chippy. I'm the happiest lad as ever been, eating complimentary portions of freshly fried North Sea cod and chips. Stupendous! How you did it, dog, I'll never know. But you've won. Congratulations. You're the first beast to become the master of ceremonies of the pie-eating contest. I'll be meeting you on stage then. Time to get this pie-eating contest underway. Be seeing you on stage in 2 shakes of a dog's tail. Gather round, ladies and gentlemen, gather round. Our first order of business is to celebrate this fine figure of a dog as winner of the pie baking contest.
Attaboy, Chuck. I knew you could do it. Hey!
And to honour this achievement, Fido here will preside as master of ceremonies of the pie-eating contest to commence shortly.
I'm here. The Major doesn't stand a chance.
Ha! I once ate a kidney pie the size of a Shetland pony, and I had room for dessert and coffee.
Your starter's pistol, doggo. And now, I'd just like to say a few words. Where are my blinking notes? They were up here just a minute ago. It's not every day that tragedy strikes a helpless town like this. But I'm most honoured to be here in your moment of need to help you all collect enough funds to rebuild the orphanage. That is, the orphanage for lost dogs. And I'm delighted to say that I haven't seen such an outpouring of charitable giving among fairgoers since the great Lancashire earthquake of, let me see now, some years ago.
I don't remember hearing about that.
Dreadful it was. Teapots tossed from their cosies, sheep shaken right out of their fleeces. Most dreadful indeed. So, keep up the good work here today, and be sure to spend at our wonderful attractions, as it's all in such a very, very good cause. Now, without further ado, Colonel Crumbs and Mrs. Gobbledygook will go head-to-head in the pie-eating contest. Now, Mutt, pull the trigger.
Delectable.
No chit-chat, Private. Must eat.
119, 120, 131, 122. Don't think a little teamwork is against the rules, eh? Here, lad, you have a go. That seemed like it could almost be right, Gromit. Cross your toes, lad. These are the last of the tickets.
Congratulations. You are the winner of a grand and fantabulous prize.
My heck, we did it. Fantastic. We've won, Gromit.
Congratulations, sir. Very well done.
Thank you, Mr. Muzzle. Took quite a bit of brain power it did. So, what's the grand and fantabulous prize then, Mr. Muzzle? Must say I can't wait to see what I've won.
Yes, well, yeah, just as it's always better to give than receive, I say the satisfaction of your triumph, plus our undying gratitude for the charitable donation you made towards our noble cause, are prizes in and of and by themselves, wouldn't you say, Mr. Paneer? Chuck.
Well, they're all very well, but I thought...
Prizes that last a lifetime. Up here and in here.
But the sign says...
Oh, quit bellyaching your big girl's blouse. It's hardly fitting for a gentleman such as yourself. Here, have a blinking bubblegum ball.
But...
Oh, all right. And one for the mutt as well. By, it's been a busy week. Just one good deed after another. First, I takes in 3 homeless hounds, then I helps a town of do-gooders cough up the cash for a noble cause. Yeah. And now I've trapped me a tricksy little trespasser. Now listen here, mutt. I built this fair up from the sweat of me brow and a pile of scrap. And if you think I'm going to let a mollycoddled mongrel chuck a spanner in the works, you don't know Monty Muzzle. Aye, your time on wheel comes soon enough. And being man's best friend, you wouldn't want to stop the ride and disappoint your punters now, would you? But until it's your turn, you can blinking well stay put. Oh, and don't start whining and yelping for help. You'll have my security system to deal with if you don't keep the noise down. What's going on here? What's all the racket about? Oh, another blinking dead dog. The Workshire whelp hadn't even been for walkies yet. Pity. Get off me, you filthy beast! That'll be an extra few hours pulling duty for you. No more out of you.
were slowing down already. Muzzle! Your blinking ride's not fit for service.
Blinking engine must have, died again. Ah, there we go.
Woo!
Oh, hello, Twitch. Gromit was looking for you. Enjoying the fair? Oh, I see. You'd like to have a go on the ride? Well, I don't know. Where the heck's Gromit? He should be showing you around. No, well, I suppose I can take a break. Let's go. I don't know if they let dogs on board, Twitch. Steady on. I know it's not fair, Twitch, but we can always ask. Easy there, boy. Got quite a bit of strength for a little fella. Blinkin' Nora. You mean poor Gromit's inside the ride? What happened, lad? Monty Muzzle? Heavens above. Twitch, you better stay out of sight. I've got to see about getting Mr. Muzzle to shut down his ride.
Oh yes, everything seems to be in order here. Nothing to report. Woohoo!
That blooming Bobby has been up there for an hour or more and won't get off. Says he's carrying out an inspection, but he won't find anything untoward on any of my rides. Everything's above board here.
Of course.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Oh, nothing. Your ride's had a spot of mechanical trouble, I see.
Oh, no, that's nothing. Purely cosmetic. The inner mechanics still run like clockwork.
Oh,
Had to institute a weight limit, though. Don't want any heavy hands bringing things to a halt.
no, of course not.
one last bite, and another pie is gobbled by Gabbily.
Your duty is as neglected as an abandoned puppy. Oh, I've never abandoned Gromit. The contest hasn't ended yet.
Why, no, it's a last man... woman standing competition.
Ah, who's winning?
As if you had to ask, man. By my count, the current leader by a thick crust is Mrs. Gabbily. Hogwash!
Woohoo! And I'm relishing every bite.
I'm just getting warmed up.
We'll see about that. Mr. Wallace, would you mind bringing Paneer this slip of paper here when you've a moment?
Righto. Excuse me, Mr. Paneer.
Wallace, if you'd like a word, please come up on stage.
It's meat pies by dawn, and by heck, look at that crust fly.
Excuse me, Paneer. Mrs. Gabbily wanted me to give you this.
Must be a message to read out for the fair.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. All fairgoers are cordially invited to attend Mrs. Vinnie Gabbily's victory celebrations to be held later this evening at the Gabbily residence. That's everyone including Major Croc, so long as he's humbled by defeat and pie fatigue.
A scandalous suggestion. You'll regret the day you taunted a crumb.
A note, Mr. Paneer.
Your duty is as neglected as an abandoned puppy. That's odd.
Stop the ride! That's enough. Suppose I'd better get back to the station. Duty calls.
By heck, look at these. That's quite a few pies you've eaten, Mrs. Gabbily.
Could have sworn there was more. Haven't really been keeping count. Just getting stuck in and enjoying myself.
Where did those blighters come from? Who's been pilfering our pies?
These aren't yours, Major.
Why, they could be, I suppose.
Oh, the rest of me finished pies.
The rest?
Oh, my stomach told me I'd got through more than just these appetizers here.
And Major Crumb has just learned that Mrs. Gabbily is in the lead by a most devastating pie margin.
Oh, not feeling too tickety-boo right now. I think I might have been outpied by the enemy.
And it seems the Major might be giving up, though he's only 9 pies behind.
9? That's it. I capitulate. I surrender. Hoist the white napkin of chronic pie fatigue.
Yippee!
And down goes the Major, out for the count. Attaboy, Mrs. Gabbily. Congratulations!
Woohoo!
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you like pies, Paneer's Purveyors of Peculiar Produce is open daily for all of your baking and pie-eating needs.
I can't believe she beat me. I'll never be able to show my face in the officer's mess again.
Never mind, Major Crumb. You guzzled gamely. Perhaps you just bit off a bit more than you could chew.
Perhaps a man must know his limits. The only thing that can lift my spirits now is a spin on that RAF ride, if you'll excuse me. Oh, I must have put on 5 stone.
And remember, whether you want pakora, pies, puddings, or pomegranates, they're all available at Tanier's Peculiar Produce. Just 2 minutes walk from this fairground.
Hello, Duncan. Miss Flit.
What do you want, Wallace?
Well, I don't know how to say this, but,
Come on, wait.
Duncan, let the poor man speak.
I think Mr. Muzzle has dog-napped Gromit.
Dog-napped? Oh, that's a good one. You mean to tell me that old Monty Muzzle, the charitable dog lover and second most sensitive, caring man at the fair, has swiped your mutt? Ha! Now that's rich.
Yes, I know it sounds ridiculous, but,
Really, Wallace, it's not very charitable of you to be spreading rumours like that.
well, never mind then.
Too heavy? Balderdash! I was only on her this morning.
Oh, just over our limit, I'm afraid, Corporal Crumb. You must have piled on pounds since then.
That blinking contest, and I'm a major, don't you know?
Aye, a major liability. So you're banned, for safety's sake. Perhaps go for a jog or something, and work off some of that extra weight.
A balloon. Always good for a lift.
With the tiniest little lift, I'd be cleared for takeoff.
A balloon, Major Crumb?
Who doesn't love a festive balloon? Used to tie the old balloon to our knapsacks when we were in the long grass to distinguish ourselves from the enemy.
Perhaps you're ready for the ride now?
You might be right. I'm feeling lighter on my feet already.
Oh. Weight limit passed. All aboard.
Wahoo! Tucked away! Cabin door to manual. Ready for takeoff. Blam! Yeah!
Good heaven!
Major Crumb's carrying too much excess baggage. The ride's going to burst its seams.
We've been hit!
Oh, my giddy hands.
Oh my! Those poor dogs were trapped inside of that dreadful machine the entire time.
Gromit! Are you all right, lad?
Where is that monster, Monty Muzzle?
He was just here a moment ago.
Up and away. Hi, what are you doing?
What is that?
It's Monty Muzzle!
And our money!
And Twitch!
Arrivederci! Monty Muzzle's stock is on the rise.
This is no time to jettison the cream, Gromit. We don't do floats. What'll it be, lad? 1 scoop or 2?
Oh, good show, Muzzle, old chap. Not exactly what I planned, but a clean escape, nevertheless. A few quid, and one unexpected runt richer. What do you say, boys? Think we can find work for this emaciated mongrel? That's what I thought. Oh, Knickerbocker glory!
He's got a head start, lad. We've got to find a way to close the gap. Somebody stop that balloon! The hatch on the churning tank has sprung open. The old churning arm had its work cut out with that batch. Whew. Things are getting a bit sticky back there. Hey, looks like we've sold out of all our cones. That's good news. direct hit, lad. Hey! Now he's up a gum tree. We'll catch him now. Oh, now we've shed some pounds. I wonder what could have been that heavy. We're puncture-free lead-lined tyres. Those didn't come cheap, you know. And how are we going to land without any undercarriage?
Knock up my engine, will they? I can still outrun them with the wind at me back. Ha! Hey, they've run out of lift. Ah, sorry, my little twitching bag of bones, but no one's coming to save you now. Where do you think you're going with that? Fine then. Let go. Escape with your flea-ridden friend. Hey, easy. You've already been fed today. Ow! Get away. Stay away. Now, listen, chickens. Ah!
Let's go, Twitch. It's too far. Lucky grab, Gromit. Let's get out of here. We're one scoop too many, lad. Oh no, Gromit. Brace for impact. Gromit! Help, Gromit. Muzzle's moustache has gone flat.
This is all your fault, dog.
Don't lose that arm, Gromit. Nothing a little glue can't fix.
Give that back right now. If you want your master to take you for walkies ever again, you'll be very careful with that. Careful, I said. No! My money! Oh, my beautiful money!
Help! We're still falling, lad. Quick! We could do with some more air. It should hold us for just long enough.
They might have flown too high and suffocated in the atmosphere. Happened to many a bomber in the war.
And all to save a poor defenseless puppy. Who would have thought Wallace was so selfless and brave?
Aye, but more importantly, that blinking fairground villain still got our cash. He's due a soak in the mouth and a kick in the head.
Honestly, Duncan, the last thing we need is more violence. We need heroes.
Look! Eyes, use his beard! What on earth is that? It's a...
Giant mustache?
Ah, I've seen bigger.
You're alive!
Yes, and saved by a whisker. Something of a close shave, eh, Gromit? Oh.
Ah!
These poor pups won't go homeless after all, Gromit. Me and Mr. Gabley would be thrilled to take them in.
No, we wouldn't.
Pipe down, you misery guts.
Great. Yet another mouth to feed.
3 mouths.
Oh, no.
Anyway, Gromit, feel free to pop by for walkies any time you like. Your friends will always be here. Oh, that little one's quite the hero. Have to keep him out of trouble from now on.
Wallace! Oh, that was a feat of incredible bravery.
Oh, it was nothing, Miss Flit, really. All in a day's work for Gromit and me. Couldn't let Muzzle run off with our twitch now, could we?
A man like you is 1 in a million, Wallace. Your courage, your selflessness, your aerial acrobatics. You could have been killed, yet you saved the poor whippets, apprehended the monstrous Monty Muzzle, and saved everyone's fortunes. You're a true hero to the town.
Oh, thank you very much, Miss Flit. Now, if only I could find the piece that...
feel a little awkward asking you this, Wallace, but I was wondering...
With a bit of elbow grease, I'm sure Gromit and I can have this up and running again by Christmas.
Wallace, I have a proposal for
Oh,
you.
I wonder where this goes.
Oh, Wallace!
Yes?
A proposal and a ring! How shocking!
I beg your pardon, Miss Flit.
Oh, and so polite. Now, calm yourself, Felicity. Will I, Felicity Flit, marry you, Wallace?
What?
Pull yourself together, Felicity, my girl. You mustn't rush into this. I'm honoured that you would have me as your bride, Wallace. But I must think it over. I shall give you my answer within the week.